Ah, 2012 format. Many of you loved it, many of you hated it. Myself, I was pretty much middle ground. So first of all, like usual, I will show you the deck. Then I will do the breakdown why and actually just explain everything. So this is obviously Garmore bunnies. So 2 Spring Breeze Messenger. 1, 2, 3, and then the 4 Garmores. So 4 of these buggers. And then 1, 2, 3 Paladin. 1, 2, 3, 4 Boeings. And then 4 Lopier. And 3 Vivian. Grade 1s, 2 Slagle Dagger, 2 Charge Goal, 3 Mark, 3 Dindrain. And last but not least, the 4 AKs. Triggers was the 4 heal, the 8 crit, which I'm trying to get here for you guys. It had 8 crit, and then of course the draw. Okay, so now the good old breakdown. I'm going to start off with the triggers since we're here. The triggers and the way they worked, there was not much you can do. Obviously, one was able to, you could run like 6 draw, 6 crit, but this deck drew a lot and maintained a lot of a hand advantage for the 2012 format. So this was just perfect. And I mean, I did play around the time with it. Really, I always went back down to the 844. AK, really not much need to be explained. The grade 1s were kind of odd. I did play 3 Dindrain. The reason was I wanted to run more tech stuff, and this deck drew a lot already. And pretty much with Garmore, you're only able to get like 1 or 2 Dindrain off anyway, if you're lucky. And if not, maybe 3, but that's even pushing it typically. So 3 was good enough. The perfect shields are almost the same boat. At the time, I only had 3, and probably I would have put it to 4. But this deck drew a lot and had maintained a lot of hand. So you always had enough to guard, and you never really used all perfect shields. By the time you're beating them down, they're going to lose just because you got your Paladin off, or you're swinging for really big with Garmore. You're just maintaining a lot of pressure, especially with Vivian. So. And speaking of Garmore, since I ran 4, I ran 2 Charge Gold to apply pressure. Especially this in the rear guard is really good. At 6k was good for its time, since the highest tagging Vanguard was Duke, and that was at 11 base, so 16 was still good. As well as I did the Slagle Daggers one because I like his art, and he's, cool looking doggy. After that, getting that option of getting extra boost for attack was really good too. So, grade 2s, there wasn't really anything special. People at the time were running like 3 Bomines and like 3 Lopiers, and they're running the Nimian line, which was pretty cool. I didn't mind it, but I was always switching back and forth. I've always liked the straight down, beat down. Being able to multiply Rabbit Stew with Lopier was really important. The only thing I probably would have maybe done differently was running like 4 Vivian, since Vivian was like the most busted card during that, during the format. Just that 9k, with the booster and getting that +1, even if it's a triggered, that's still a plus. You get a booster, and during that time, like I said, with a trigger, which is a 5k boost, is still enough to hit 10k Vanguards. So that's really good. For Garmore, I think is one of the best gold paladins out there. His art is amazing, and he is so balanced. This is like what Bushiroad should start doing from here on out, and making these, grade 3 Vanguards. He's very, very well balanced. Overall, great card. Getting the plus 5k Learning Limit Break, getting the Counterblast 2 Bring Out. Just really, really well made card. It was pretty broken with this deck because you got the Lopbeer and the Dindrain. But even before this stuff, the card was really good, and it was just an overall well-made card. One of my favorites. And then another one, a decent card, Pelennor, one of the coolest looking arts. The ability being able to superior ride was really cool. Mean luck sack like Aichi Sendo. The card overall as Vanguard was meh, but you only rode it as Vanguard obviously if you superior rode, or if you didn't have the Counterblast 2 for Garmore. So overall, a very good card. And then during the time, like I was saying, most Vanguards were 5k. I'm sorry, were 10k based. So this was really, 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 really strong. This applied so much pressure on my opponents. Even having one in the main as the main starting, and then the other one, if I can boost with it or have at least a 10k shield. I mean, that 10k shield is really, really nice. So that's what I did. This is just looking back to the 2012 format, a deck that I found sitting around, and something I wanted to show you guys now that the format is changing and everything's becoming cross-ride style and very soon break ride style. So let me know what you guys think. What was your feelings on this format? For me, like I said, I liked it. The reason was there wasn't much else to play, and like I said, bunnies and dogs are really cool. And the Shadow Paladins weren't at its prime yet, so this was what I had to play for the time being. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Did you guys play this Gold Paladin deck? I bet most of you did. Take care.